Alright then. YouTube says it's receiving, so I think that means we're kind of live-ish.
Live-ish?
Live-ish.
The more you've done this, you've got more cavalier with what you're doing. It's not the level of professionalism that I've come to expect from you, to be honest.
You've come to expect a level of professionalism from me.
I have indeed, yeah. I've nay, demand it.
You demand it? Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I need to do better.
You need to be more good, mate.
I need to be more gooder.
Innit?
Oh, cool. There's an alien.
In that game, it's pretty rare.
I know. I mean, it's called isolation from aliens.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So aliens, not really a common occurrence.
It's called Alien Tupperware Bastard.
Not Tupperware. Please tell me not Tupperware.
Not in the sink!
Ah, it's been soaking for so many days, it's gone all yucky. Wait, what is the level of professionalism and how does my more cavalier nature present itself?
YouTube says it's doing this, so we may be live. You should know, man. You should know.
Oh no, at that point we were live-ish. Well, that is the level.
Live Aid was shit.
Live Aid was shit. Fucking pissed up Bob Geldof, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry, Sir Bob Geldof.
That.
Prick.
Not wrong.
Right. I need to return to Ricardo on the morrow. I managed to break the game.
Oh, well done.
I did something bad to the alien.
Go on.
I was climbing out of a... Well, I opened a vent and turns out the alien was on the other side. So, out of pure speculative interest, I pressed E to climb out of the vent and now the sound is gone and so is the alien.
Good.
Yeah, the sound isn't really... The sound didn't like that, but on the other hand, neither did the alien. Like, it's not entirely gone, but a lot of it is. Overall, I'm proud of myself. Did I just accidentally remove the alien from the game?
That would be good.
It would be fucking funny. Oh. Sound has returned.
Oh. And that's the alien.
And no, turns out Ricardo's fucked, by the way.
Lovely.
Yeah, face fucked. Someone grabbed him by his lack of hair. There was an alien, it confused me.
Someone's been reading tone poems at him and now he's killed himself.
Wait, what? Tone poem?
What?
Something about that doesn't make a single lick of sense.
No. But I don't like tone poems.
What the fuck is a tone poem?
Poem about different tones.
So, as a poem, it is not in different tones, but it is about different tones.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a
really
real
boring
thing?
Is it a real thing?
Is it a real thing, or are you just fucking pulling
It is.
the fucking...
It is a real thing. It's a piece of orchestral music.
Okay, there we go. The alien killed me, and I assume... Oh, no, it didn't kill me, it just bowled me over running away.
Fucking yes, mate.
I really hope that would have restored the voice or the sound back to what it was supposed to be.
Voice to the alien. Hello, my darling. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Please tell me there's a mod to put that in.
If you refuse... I mean, there's a mod to play the game in VR. There has to be a mod to get that in.
Well, VR is fairly simple. Like, once you've got the technology and everything else to translate it.
We have the technology.
We have a shower.
One of the many things we actually did have at the office was a VR goggle and a shower.
We've got those at ours.
Showers or VR goggles?
Both.
Both? You live in blessed times, my friend.
Yeah. See, that could be another thing. Instead of getting a monitor, I could get like a VR headset, but then I'd have to use it as my monitor.
Yes, that is
I'm thinking I'd use the I'm thinking I'd use the monitor more, but just get a really swish monitor for the same price.
I agree, you should get a really Swiss monitor.
Because I've seen a nice OLED curved thing.
Oh man, yeah. To be honest, I'm not really sure about the whole, you know, curved thing, but...
Well, it's ultra wide and it's curved.
They've got curved swords!
Yeah.
However, I will honestly tell you that, you know, OLED monitors are fucking well. So if you can get one of those for a reasonable price, and if it is indeed curved.
Yeah. There's one for about 600 quid that looks beautiful.
What about personality? Because as we all know, looks aren't everything.
Well, you see, that's... I'm waiting for it to be released, so that I can see some reviews about it.
Ah, it's not been released.
Not yet. It's due for release in the next couple of months, which would be good.
It's gonna
because I might have the ridiculous amount of money required to buy it by then.
Arthur apparently has a phone with a curved screen. Something about having a curved screen on a handheld thing that you keep in your pocket quite often seems a little bit precarious.
Unless you've got a curved pocket, because your leg, you know.
I mean, you could keep it in your back pocket and then it just follows the curvature of your arse.
Keep it in your front pocket. I got something in my front pocket for you, for you,
for you. I will, however, honestly say that you know those people who keep their wallets in their back pockets.
Oh yeah, people from the 80s.
I was more, you know, going to say, you know, people who keep the wallets in their back pockets, and when they pull the wallet out, their entire... Well, first of all, the wallet is shaped like a fucking crescent moon, rather. And so's every single fucking thing in the fucking wallet. Like, at what point do you just keep it there because, you know, for some reason, and not because, well, it's a good place to keep it. I mean, it's not like all my cards are shaped like a fucking capital U. I personally keep my wallet in my front pocket so that it doesn't get nicked.
I've got something in my front pocket for you. It's a tenner.
It could be a tenner.
Could be.
But you know, because I am old-fashioned like that. I prefer to have the tenner, you know, in the form that I will, you know, maybe buy her dinner or something, and not just hand over the tenner. Old-fashioned like that.
Pays your money, takes your chance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with something's kind of weirdly fucky about this game today.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ever since I did the bad thing to that alien. It seems to get confused if I do anything to it. Like, it just gets.
What are you trying to do it?
Get it to kill me! There we go. Because, like, the fact of the matter is, I threw so many, like, I threw a lot of weird shit at it, and then it just got confused and ran through me.
Okay.
So now I've actually got, like, it killed me, and now I've got, like, actual sounds and everything. So now I'm gonna go with, now the alien will probably act like the alien instead of, I don't know. Who's that bloke from Seinfeld?
Seinfeld?
Yep, that bloke. No, not
he was
that
in
bloke.
Seinfeld.
Kramer.
Oh.
No one talks about Seinfeld. Seinfeld's a weirdo.
No one talks about Seinfeld like that.
Not even Jeffrey Dahmer. Today's a weird day.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
We got an intruder! Hey! Over there!
Well, that didn't go well. What is it, by the way, about alien games that they have to have humans in them, like as enemies? Because I seem to remember over half of Colonial Marines was just fighting humans.
Oh no, I've just lost the lid to the drink. Where's it gone? No!
You've lost the lid to your drink.
I have! I don't know where it's gone. It has vacated. It has gone.
It's vacated the premises.
It has.
Arthur makes the point that you should be able to shove a pipe bomb up the alien's throat. Oh, there we go, the aliens run into humans. You know, seems to me like I should be able to make a deal with the alien.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I have something that it wants, which is access to a lot of humans, and it has something that I want. Me not dying, namely. So we've both got something that the other party wants, so it makes sense that we should be able to reach a deal. I mean, the humans want me dead, and I want the humans dead, and the alien is ever so more efficient at killing them.
The alien wants half an onion. You own a chip shop.
It seems like a match made in heaven. Although he's not going to have my half an onion. That half an onion is mine.
You're going to have to get an additional half of an onion. Nay, a whole onion.
What am I going to do with a whole onion? I need half an onion.
No, man. What you've got there is a cryptic puzzle. Whatever will you do?
Fuck, man. Next you'll tell me that, you know, half an onion is just half of an onion.
Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Really?
Wow.
Well?
Exactly. Burp.
Alright then. Bye now.
I'll return.
Do you?
Aye.
Ah, it's not a cunning ruse then.
It's not a cunning ruse, no.
Well, say hello to Radio Action AJ.
Hi.
Hello. We also have a seductive weasel, which is a cracking name.
We got an intruder! Hey! Over there!
Oh, one thing. Speaking of the fact that I'm playing Alien, which contains a xenomorph. Did you notice the for fuck's sake, the rather curious pronunciation of Xenos in Deathwing?
No, I haven't noticed it.
Xenos.
Ah! Well, given the way that they pronounce stuff and
Well,
GW properties across everything, that could mean anything.
It could mean anything. This is true.
Frau Exonolos! No. No. That's not how that works.
We need more servitors.
Servitor.
Servitor.
Just no.
I think spending the morning playing Prey has kind of predispositioned me to think the wrong way about aliens.
How far have you got with Prey, by the way?
Oh, just very beginning. Yeah, just started it.
It's really good. As a System Shock clone.
So Dr. Weasel asks me, have I watched any movies?
Whatever in your life.
That's what I'm trying to decipher as well.
Say no.
No, I haven't ever any.
His PC is cold fired. It's got a big steam engine at the back that he has to shovel coal in. He lives in a strange backwater of a country.
What are these moving pictures what you speak of?
It's the devil's work!
In the last days or weeks.
What, have you refueled your computer in the last days or weeks? I fucking hope so.
Well, I mean, I shoved some additional coal into it. But, you know, the fact of the matter is I can't keep refilling the, you know, refilling the engine with precious water every day. I mean, we need to cross this desert. Because across the desert lies the promised land. Have I watched movies? I did watch the first Harry Potter movie.
Again?
Again. I like watching movies repeatedly because then I can have it as a side thing and then I can concentrate on something else. It distracts the reptilian part of my mind.
Oh, you were playing Essa?
Probably. Let's see, what other... I did watch Larry of the Desert again. As well. Have you seen Larry of the Desert?
I haven't.
It's a good movie. It's got its own fucking black bit in the middle. When the curtain comes down and you fuck off into the lobby to buy more beverage.
Mm.
Yes, Arthur. Have you watched any movies recently?
Me?
Yeah.
Watched half of Green Mile last night.
Half of Green Mile? Which half?
Yeah, it's which half? The top half.
Good. The top half is the better half.
It's where it all happens. I mean, I tried watching the bottom half before, and it was just all legs and shit.
So Dr. Weasel, on the other hand, has watched Dunkirk.
Is that any good?
That is a very good question.
Everybody's been ranting and raving about it. Okay, let's put it in the context of war films. What war film would you put it on par with? Would you say it's Saving Private Ryan good, or would you say that it's like Apocalypse Now good?
Would you say it's Ninth Company good?
It's here!
Also, he has watched. Hello, Ryan Gray. Welcome to the thing. He has watched Frankenstein's Army, and rewatched Starship Troopers for the 3rd time.
The book to that is very different.
To Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
I do remember someone making a mathematical. Jesus.
A mathematical Jesus?
A mathematical.
That's a lot of Jesus. It's a lot of saviour for your money. A quantifiable amount of saviour, in fact.
Well, I mean, you want to get a lot of bang for your buck, and with
do,
Christ,
you do.
You can't go wrong.
But yes, Starship Troopers, the book. The first appearance of Space Marines in power armour, with them actually being called Space Marines.
Well, Seductive Weasel here compares it more to Thin Red Line. In his opinion, it is the best Nolan film thus far, and he doesn't like Nolan films. Which is a fair shout, I mean. What has Christopher Nolan directed aside from, you know, the obvious? You know, Emo Weasel.
Emo Weasel.
Emo Weasel. Batman. Emo Weasel.
Ah.
Lol. But yeah, what other stuff has Nolan directed?
I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. Frankenstein's Gimp.
No, Frankenstein's Gimp. I mean, that's German, isn't that?
All Gimps are German, mate, by the very nature, or at least the best ones are. They've washed themselves.
Like dreadlocks.
There it is. It's alright. I've just found the lid to my drink. Oh, that's enough excitement for the weekend sorted then. The mystery of the missing lid.
Well, I mean, it's good that you got your shit done in.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's already Sunday. It's going to be a new week tomorrow. You want to get your excitement out of the way for this week.
I want to be absolutely tip top, mate.
All right. Yep. Interstellar, apparently by Nolan. Dark Knight, Prestige, Inception, Dark Knight Rises, Memento. A lot of those movies are a bit of a wank fest, aren't they? Like, not that they are bad, but that they are movies that people wank themselves off about.
not that they are bad, just that they are bad.
Not that they are bad, but that people wank themselves off into oblivion about those movies.
Meh.
However, Seductive Weasel, Seductive Tommy Wiseau, is a fan of Tarantino movies.
Who isn't?
Yeah, that is another very, very fair question. Who isn't a fan of Tarantino movies? What's your favourite?
My favourite Tarantino movie?
Yeah.
It'd be
I feel like death.
Pulp Fiction. It's definitely my most quoted.
I think Pulp Fiction is probably everyone's most quoted Tarantino film.
I really like Django Unchained, though.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very much good, but I'm gonna go with I still prefer the original Django because he's got a Gatling gun in a casket. Dude, Gatling gun in a casket. That you know, I won't have any like. It's just, you know, that's how I feel. Django Unchained is still
if I want to see a movie with a Gatling gun in it, I'll watch Predator, because that's got that minigun in that is just fucking top.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Again, another quotable film.
Yeah, yeah. And so is Aliens, incidentally.
Yes, far more than Alien.
I heard something.
Well, yeah, but I think that's because...
Although I do think Alien is at the better film.
Alien is the better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is a fair point. I mean, like, to be honest, Aliens is a lot more action-oriented than Alien.
This is all shit.
But I think the reason that why Aliens is the more quotable of the two is because Aliens has a lot more characters.
Way, I'm warning you. This is your last chance. Back off.
For example, the only cleric that I'm afraid, Bishop, the android. What's your favourite action film then? Because that seems to be where the discussion is going.
That would be Aliens.
That's a very fair shout. I'm not quite sure about what my favourite action film is. I know what my favourite romantic comedy is, though. The Baker.
Oh. Not seen that.
Starring Damian Lewis. And also that bloke who plays Jaime in Game of Thrones.
Ah.
Without a doubt, my favourite romantic comedy. I think as far as action goes, I think I'm going to say that quite high up there is probably 13th Warrior. Favourite dark comedy? In Bruges.
Okay.
Well, dark comedies are inherently kind of difficult to kind of quantify and list. Because the reason you like one dark comedy is probably not the same reason you like another one. But there is one that I do remember quite fondly about a small rural... Fargo is a very good dark comedy. About a small rural village in... I think Britain. Well, of course it's in Britain, fucking hell. And there's this weird, like, battle of assassins, like a Assassin's World Cup thingy going on. And it just has a lot of character to it, which makes it interesting. Right. The discussion has evolved into Monty Python movies.
It's nice to see that we're evolving. Much like the universe itself.
See, I like the comment, which is, you know, every time someone says I love the Monty Python movies, which is the movie that they're mostly referring to?
True.
It's always Holy Grail, isn't it?
It could be. I've had many where I've been tripped up because it's been Life of Brian.
I've never had the situation where it has been Life of Brian instead of Holy Grail. It's always been Holy Grail. Although Life of Brian is not only I would say, a little bit more cohesive of the two. But in addition to that, was banned in Norway.
Not a fan of Brian's.
Apparently not a fan of perceived blasphemy.
Well, against Brian's?
Against Brian's.
Oh, that's interesting.
See, the thing about Life of Brian is, you know how they go to great lengths to point out that Brian is in fact not the Messiah? Well, a lot of people still thought that Brian was taking the mick out of Christ.
Was the Messiah.
Meaning of Life is also fun, but that's more of a collection of sketches, isn't it? No, I'm making the sounds of pondering.
You are.
I am.
You are.
That was a confirmation, not a ponder. What are our favourite games?
That's a good question. We do play a lot of games.
We do play a lot of games, and we play a lot of games, you know, on our own, and then we play a lot of games together. There's a lot of suggestions here in the... Seductive Weasel's favourite game is Stranded Deep. Arthur Shooter goes for TF2. Ryan goes for a bit of Alien Isolation, Aliens vs Predator, and Gary's Mod.
Gary's Mod?
Yeah, for the top 3. And, you know, I suppose it's a fair shout. I mean, Gary's Mod does have a lot of, you know... It lends itself to a lot of stuff. Well, I'm probably gonna go with... it's a really good question. Like, what is your favourite game? I would say that probably, like, quite up there for me is probably Age of Empires 2, somewhere up there. And I've been Facebooked.
You've been what?
I've been
Facebooked?
Facebooked.
Oh.
What about favourite horror movies? Well, my absolute favourite horror movie, for the fact that it's got glorious writing, is Pontypool. Ah, I have been face-fucked again.
Are you in the vents, by the way?
No.
Oh.
No, I open a door and then a face hugger comes and
says hi.
I need to be quicker with this fucking thing. Anyway,
like, hiya, cake, and you're like, hello.
There we go. Nothing a nice bit of flamethrower won't solve.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it jumped at you, and you just got to be ready, like a with a baseball bat, and just go.
Just rebound. I also really like the gore horror movie, well, the splatter movie, Botched, which is a nice bit of splatter comedy.
You see, for me, it's always going to be Evil Dead.
Evil Dead is a very good. Army of Darkness, also fun. I think the problem with a lot of horror though is, like, you know, it's the, you know, how to make it actually scary and not just, you know,
weird
or
funny
or boring or just not scary. Brain Dead is a very good splatter comedy.
Brain Dead, yeah. or called something else in the US, isn't it?
Do you know however, what is my favourite boring film?
Your favourite boring film?
Yeah, my favourite boring film.
No. Go on.
Lawnmower Man.
Wow.
That is absolutely my favourite boring film. I tend to like some found footage films though, because the thing that found footage films usually do quite well is building atmosphere. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't build atmosphere in a horror movie, then you're not going to have horror. And if you do build the atmosphere and then have the horror money shot ruined by the fact that your monster is something fucking ludicrous or ridiculous, well, you know, that's then fucked again, just in a different way.
The Thing was pretty good.
The Thing was pretty good. However, Blair Witch Project, and this is my personal opinion about it, fucking sucks. And do you know why it fucking sucks?
Because it's shit.
Have you seen Finland?
The movie, or just in general?
Just the country. Do you know what we've got here? Like a shit ton of this fucking place. Two-thirds of the fucking landmass is fucking forests. Do you know how fucking scary a forest is to me? Because it fucking isn't.
If it contains a moose.
No, not even then.
Oh. What if you went up to that moose and gave it a boop and a blam? Would it be scary then?
I mean, it's entirely possible. I mean, mooses can be aggressive if you fuck with them boops and them lambs. But I've almost also hit a moose with a car, so...
Yeah.
I'm really glad I didn't though, because do you remember when Foof told us how, you know, she hit that white butt deer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what happens if you hit a moose with a car?
The moose is probably quite alright, and the car definitely won't be.
Yep. I was driving a convertible at the time, and a low one.
A convertible moose.
Like, you know, I screech to a halt next to this great big massive fucking bull moose, and I look at it and it's fucking huge, and I realised that if I just kept going and maybe ducked down, you know, into the passenger seat, it would have probably just taken the top off the car. I could have probably driven under it.
Well, be thankful you weren't on the back of a Kestrel.
Fuck it. I'm glad I didn't hit the fucking moose. That would have been fucking horrible for me.
Everyone regular, present and correct. As set out in the report I've just logged with Mother. I have a little more work to do setting up my...
I hate nature.
Systems, but otherwise...
It's filled with things that are designed to kill you. That's why I'm not going to go to Australia, like ever. Oh. Have you seen Descent?
Yes.
I haven't. It's been recommended to me to watch. Should I take that and run home with it?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Do you know what my favourite thing about the video games industry is?
That it's completely out of touch with its audience.
That too, but the other is how, you know, there's such a thing as critical acclaim, and then there's actually selling well.
Yes.
I really like the bolt rifle.
What?
The bolt gun in this.
Oh.
It's brilliant for nailing androids. Since we are playing a video game, well, we are playing a myriad of video games on our part, and we're also talking about movies. What would be the kind of go-to segue from here? Movies based on video games.
And not video games based on movies, then?
Let's do
they tend to be quite bad.
Let's do both. I mean, they're both crap anyway. We might as well collaborate the two. Although I'm going to say Street Fighter the movie, the game, is probably the weirdest, like, sequence of events. It's like Little Shop of Horrors in its own way. Also, hello, Phantom.
Hey, Phantom.
Hey, Phantom. So Dr. Weasel is saying that the Silent Hill movie is really entertaining. And I would agree for the first Silent Hill movie. However, the second Silent Hill movie is just weird. And not even Silent Hill weird, just like weird. Plus it's got what's-his-face dice in everything.
What?
Who am I thinking of? Guy who played Sharp.
Sean Bean?
Yeah, Sean Bean. I should watch those again, they're really fucking good.
What, Sharp or just
Yeah,
Sean
Sharp.
Bean in general?
Sharp. Although I do have certain collections of certain, you know, actors' movies. For example, I've got a quite extensive collection of movies starring Jean Reno.
Any reason for that?
I happen to like him when he's not in.
You could have just, like, accidentally over time just ended up with lots.
Well, see, the thing is, I accidentally over time ended up seeing a lot of them. You know, a lot of movies that I then didn't, you know. Well, I mean, I realised that they had the same actor in them, but I didn't go out of my way to seek them out or anything. And then just over time, I realised that, you know, that's a really nice movie, and it's got Jean Reno in it. Okay, cool. For example, Wasabi, which is a fun movie. Or Crimson Rivers, which is another good one. Crimson Rivers 2 has nothing to do with 1, except it has the same protagonist and weirdly Christopher Lee.
Oh yeah.
Alright, yep. See you in a bit then, Weasel. How'd you feel about the Resident Evil movies?
Not great.
I would say that the first two are actually quite solid. But then it jumps the shark something fierce.
Hmm.
Which is a little bit always a problem. What other fucking movies based on video games are there? The Mario Brothers movie, of course, but that's just everyone agrees that was bad.
Yeah, there was no reason for that to exist.
Ah, why don't I ever pay attention to anything?
The movie 1984?
No, the code for this locker.
Oh.
Hmm.
After evacuation, do not re-enter the station until advised to do so by the orbital emergency convener.
How do you feel about androids and mannequins and stuff like that, overall?
Mannequins? The just mannequins. I don't have any feelings towards them. Androids, I've yet to meet one that I liked.
Fair enough. No, I mean, there's people who are afraid of inanimate fucking objects.
Failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Well, Ryan has told me that this part of the game is a bit hard. So this is probably as far as I'm gonna get. If my previous track record is anything to show. How would you feel about the third Alien movie?
No.
No.
Nah.
See, I'm quite all right with it in a lot of ways. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as Aliens, and it's nowhere near as good as Alien. But
I can never forgive Alien 3 because the movie that should have been wasn't that.
Well, yeah, that's true.
The movie that should have been is the one where they actually make it back to somewhere, not a prison planet, because that was fucking boring, and the dog alien's fucking boring. They should have made it back to somewhere.
But as far as I understand, that was originally the idea.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Alien Covenant, but have you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, how'd you feel about it?
They need to dispense with this engineer's bollocks. Because it's bollocks.
It's bollocks. Whoa. How'd you feel about Prometheus? Because I know you've seen that.
Again.
You're on the team. We've sealed the habitation site.
Again.
There's one way
There was no...
in, one way out.
Fassbender's performance in it was outstanding.
Heading out to loot supplies and weapons. But
However,
we shut it off just in time.
the story that's just
Synthetic
not...
blood moving away from their stations. I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in public areas.
I'm gonna go with I like Prometheus, but I also think Prometheus has a lot of really dumb decisions in it.
Like, just... The engineers made us. They also made the xenomorphs. This is also a thing. Why do those need to be linked? Why? Why can't the aliens continue to be alien? Why do humans have to be manufactured by this all-knowing fucking alien species?
Oh, because that is an inherent part of humanity that we.
Why can't we just have, like, come from where we've actually come from? And the aliens be aliens?
Look, I assume it's because at the you know, one of the people who are present for every fucking storyboard meeting is probably like a devout Republican, because they're the only people who can be fucking asked to come to every single one of those fucking meetings. So there you go with, you know, there has to be a greater thing.
But even if they just made movies of the stories that are already out there, the things that are in the books, the things that are in the Dark Horse comics, those have got much better stories and much better characters in them. I
agree. And you know, as far as I can say, you know, I thought Prometheus was an alright movie, but oh my god, did it have some stupid shit in it? I need to watch Alien Covenant to really appreciate, though, some of the shit. But
like, there's one good scene in Prometheus, and you know which one I'm talking about, without like giving away spoilers. And it's the one scene that makes, like, watching it makes me go, ah. Whereas
office supply scene.
Yeah. Where you take Alien, which ratchets up the tension wonderfully all the way across the film and keeps it pretty high, and you watch the character arc, and then there's Aliens, which is just fun and has lots of scenes that make me go, ah.
But I'd say that the thing is, like, Aliens has a lot of characters that were actually like three-dimensional and were filled out as characters.
Yeah, and the interaction between the Marines and Ripley and Carter Burke, and just the interaction between all of those, you know,
yeah.
it was fun. It was, you could see like the character arc of a growing that no longer have any misgivings about Bishop, where Bishop redeems himself, and just all of that was in there. And you go to Prometheus, and everybody's a fucking boring fucking scientist. or fucking boring fucking person. And they don't interact with each other. They just don't. It's like, oh, well, these two are already a couple. No! Why should we give a fuck about them? Oh, you should give a fuck about them because they're a couple and they're in love. I'm like, no! No, 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 no. Even Aliens managed to, like, get the couple and family thing and do it better between the survivors of it. And you actually gave a fuck about them. I hate it when stories do this. You should give a fuck about these people because we told you to give a fuck about them. No! Tell the story so that we give a fuck about them. Don't just tell us they're important. Make them important.
Show that they are important. Show us that you're here. I mean, but you know, the fact of the matter is, like, the whole thing with, I mean, we know why Ripley's not a fan of Bishop, and we can see Ripley not being a fan of Bishop. Like, we can see that being a feature of the film. We can see that take part.
Yeah, because you see it at the beginning because she's terrified of him.
Yeah, just fucking calm down, you fucking spastic. My point was, a lot of why we can see it and why, you know, it carries weight throughout the movie is that a lot of the actual interaction and a lot of the actual tension between them isn't fucking shouted out, you know, with the fucking exposition machine every fucking 5 minutes. You know, it's because there are, like, the you know, the feeling of first of all, Ripley is a stranger to the group in Aliens anyway, and Bishop is already a part of it, so that casts a shade of doubt in her mind over the whole group. Seductive says that he liked Coventry much better than Prometheus.
Man of taste.
Oh, who doesn't like Coventry? I've never been.
Well, you obviously, because you've never been.
I've only been to Stoke-on-Trent.
Have you actually been to Stoke-on-Trent?
Nope. Would not know where to go to get to Stoke-on-Trent.
Good.
You don't want to.
I don't want to go to Stoke-on-Trent.
No, you don't.
What about Coventry?
It's got a nice cathedral.
Everywhere in fucking Britain's got a nice cathedral. Half of them are some kind of fucking roast houses anyway.
Mm.
I mean, that's one of the things that I will say, you know, in favour of you British people. You take your cathedrals and shit, and once they stop being relevant as places of worship, you know, make them into pubs and places where you can have a roast dinner.
With old banks as well.
Like I said, places of worship.
Point taken.
How do you feel about Star Wars prequels?
I think it being clawed away and given to Disney was probably the best thing to happen to it.
To Star Wars, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, you know, fair being fair, I think the best thing to happen to Star Wars is it kind of being taken away from George Lucas. Because, you know...
before, the first 3 films to come out were he's a storyteller and a visionary. He's also a nutter, but he was surrounded by people who knew how to make good films, and because he wasn't this great George Lucas that made these films, it was just George Lucas.
People could say
people could control him a little and say, look, no, this is how this works, this is what makes good films, this is what makes good storytelling, these are good characters, can we do this, and all the other shit that went on. And then when all of a sudden he's this visionary and he comes to go and make episode 1, nobody says, oh, it's like, oh yes. The guy single-handedly didn't make Star Wars or the films. Like, there was lots of people involved. But yeah, pouring it out of his hands is just the best thing to happen to that franchise, to be honest.
But the fact of the matter is that due to that situation of it kind of being, having been defaulted into, it's George Lucas and no one else, basically. Kind of, it's the same thing as with, Hideo Kojima's Hentai Sex Pillow or Sid Meier's Bag of Wank.
Sid Meier's Bag of Wank is wank though.
Sid Meier's Bag of Wank is wank, but my point about it is, you know how when I go to play Civilization I need to scroll down to S because it's Sid Meier's Civilization next to Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri and Sid Meier's other things.
Sid Meier's Bag of Wank.
Sid Meier's Bag of Wank. And you know how when you play Random Stain there is there's the every 5 minutes you get to see a game by Hideo Kojima, dreamt of in a wet dream by Hideo Kojima, spunked over by Hideo Kojima, scrawled on a napkin in a bar by Hideo Kojima.
Balls deep into Hentai Sex Pillow, Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, so there's so much like, just, there's this one person who kind of controls the whole thing. So, of course they've fucking gone mental. Absolutely fucking mental. How would you rank the Star Wars films? I haven't seen Rogue One because I've been lazy.
Rogue One is actually good.
So I've heard, but I think that's why I haven't watched it. I need to make time for bad films, apparently. I would probably say the ranking would be the Orig Tridge, followed by 7, followed by the prequel Tridge. Prequel Tridge definitely in order of 3, 2, 1, because 1 is just boring. Although 1 did have Darth Maul in it, so he's a cool character.
I met him. I've met him.
Oh yes, you have met him. Please regale us with your story of meeting him, because I haven't got celebrity meeting stories.
He was doing something in Stoke-on-Trent, and he was wandering around another world, and I met him. This was actually in Stoke-on-Trent, near where he used to live. No, there wasn't anything amazing around it. I haven't got him to sign something. It's like, my pal, that's more. It's like, yeah. I'm like, oh.
Sign this.
Could you sign something for me? This is amazing. He's like, yeah, sure. There you go.
I'm gonna be honest though, 7's a bit shit. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it's
bad.
I'd say bland. You know, it's not that British cuisine is bad. It just requires some salt and pepper every once in a while. I don't know why I went with the theory that British cuisine is bad. I mean, fucking hell. You've got that man with the Down syndrome, and you've got Gordon Ramsay.
Mm-hmm. Not big on middle ground.
But back in the Middle Ages, you used to boil people. You specifically.
Me?
Yes, you.
Quite spry for someone who's 300 something years old.
This is Dallas.
Yeah. My theory is that because you're a part-time king of the potato people, every time you start aging, you just move your consciousness into another potato. You just sprout new versions of yourself, then let them battle out and just assimilate the one that's strongest into the greater Borg of the potato.
Into the greater mash.
You are part-time king of potato people, I am some sort of lizard. All is as it should be. I need to go somewhere in this game.
You need to go what?
Somewhere.
What, in life?
No, not in life. Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'd be prepared to go anywhere in life right now. I haven't got trousers on.
Ah. Standard gaming uniform then.
All I'm going to say is, you know, if I don't have to wear trousers, why would I? Same thing with socks. Yeah. Right. Objective updated. Escape Sevastopol.
Sounds good.
Sometimes you need to escape the chippy. Oh, I think next time I am in Britain, I shall have a battered sausage.
You should.
Yes.
Verlaine, can you hear me?
And probably I should also try Savaloy.
I'm here.
Rexley, thank God, I hear you. I need you to extend the dog cradle plants quickly. There are 2. Should be close by.
Well.
I happen to have a weird fondness for mystery meat. I think I acquired that in primary school. You know, despite the fact that we do make a lot of jokes about how our school food sucks, because it frankly sometimes does, we still have, you know, free school lunches, which is kind of a good thing. However, weirdly, it leads to these like weird arguments as to why nothing should be done about it, including why there shouldn't be more funds put towards it. Because every time someone raises the question of school lunches, like for example, a lot of children aren't eating them because, well, frankly, it's crap, like it's low quality stuff. So a lot of the children won't have it because, well,
they're of a discerning palate.
Well, to be honest, they like the nutritional profile isn't complete. Like they aren't getting all the nutrition they should from it anyway. In addition to which, it is like the quality is shocking sometimes. So, and the reason the quality is shocking is because it's done by the lowest bidder. As with everything, so that leads to the, you know, kids won't eat shit. Adults will, but kids won't. So every time the matter of the quality is raised to any extent, it always gets shot down with, but it's the only warm meal some of the kids get in a day. Which kind of goes, you know, if that is in fact the case, then shouldn't it be of a better quality? Should not it be like the main source of nutrition? But, you know, still it is a good system in many ways, but it's also a bad system in many ways. Just like everything the government does. And over there it's a class matter.
Over there being where?
Britain.
More a money thing, to be honest.
A money thing in what way?
Well, if you can afford to go to private school, the food will be better.
Well, yeah, that's a fair point. I had a friend who went to private school in Finland. Yeah. It was a bit weird. You know all the jokes we make about Ted in regards to him going to one of those places where there's a lot of boys.
Yeah.
Well, all those jokes were accurate about my mate.
Oh. I see.
He found himself in private school.
Well, isn't that nice?
Relating, the docking clamps are engaging.
Weasel is from Norway but has never been to Finland. I, however, have been once to Norway. I was on holiday in Lapland and I crossed the Norwegian border to take a piss, and this is an actual true story. Lapland is quite nice. I would recommend that as the holiday destination for anyone who, you know, plans to come to Finland.
EVA suit, I can still get to you.
Be careful, Ripley.
That's it.
Well, if you do decide to go to Finland next year, Sir Dr. Weasel, I do hope you have a good time.
Wow.
He might. I don't know either.
Watch out for moose.
Watch out for moose. Yeah, I would watch out for moose, definitely. And also maybe watch out for angry German man.
Just the one?
Just the one. But he's ever present. I don't know what's up with him, but he is ever present.
Gets about a bit.
Yep. However, is a lot better at, you know, taking front bomb jokes.
Innit?
Innit? I like that there are little kind of suspensions of disbelief that we've all kind of agreed to when it comes to, you know, works of fiction.
Such as?
Elevators and how they work. Because what they are, by and large, in fiction is some kind of barely staying up death traps. Which is, you know, to me it's very interesting that we kind of feel that way about elevators.
I don't really have any feeling towards them, I'll be honest.
Have you told your elevator that?
No.
Yeah, see, that there you go. You're a taker. I bet you're perfectly happy.
I'm a tater.
You're a tater.
I know that.
Isn't Tato an Irish brand of crisps? Because I seem to remember that they were the ones that paired with someone to make a chocolate bar with cheese and onion crisp.
What, inside it?
Yeah, like it was a chocolate bar. You know the... Have you ever chewed not chocolate, like bubble gum, and then accidentally had a crisp?
Yeah.
Well, it was like that, but with chocolate instead of bubble gum.
So terrible.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, it's cheese and onion crisps as well. Apparently Tato is an Irish company.
Cool.
Cool. I was accurate in something. I have been captured by the enemy. Now I have the fear within me, and possibly also an alien. Do you know what? If I ever have fuck you money, I'm getting a fucking air hockey table.
Good choice.
Or a pinball machine. Or both. I mean, I've got fuck you money. I like pinball machines. You know, I got to thinking, I think the medical skeleton that's in my parents' library has a face hugger on it.
A name?
Well, yeah, it does have a name. It's called Herman.
Solid.
German. It also has a hernia.
I'm gonna be back in a moment.
Alright.
Just let me make it through here. Too close.
Well, that doesn't make a fucking sense. You do. Did you have a good excursion to the lands unknown?
The loo, yeah, it was good.
The loo? That sounds like a euphemism for something.
Toilet, water closet.
You have a closet for just keeping water in?
Pretty much.
Personally, I like to keep mine in the pipes until it's needed, but, you know, to each their own.
Nah, just fill it up and then just open the door when you need it and you get all of it at once. It's really good.
Ah, so the same way I work with jam. The other day I saw a very peculiar recipe online for bacon jam.
With jam in?
No, just bacon jam. So I think that might be quite nice on a bit of sandwich.
You're essentially just asking for spreadable bacon, though, aren't you?
Well, yeah. Well, is that so bad?
I just don't want you to be disappointed.
About what?
If spreadable bacon turns out to be
a disappointment.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd rather not be disappointed about spreadable bacon. But, you know, how often are you disappointed with bacon?
Have been recently.
Have you? Any specific disappointment, or just the general ennui of life?
It was in the form of sandwich filler, so...
Ah, you had a disappointing bacon butty?
Yeah.
Was it from a disappointing coffee shop?
No.
Disappointing bakery? Waitrose?
No,
Sainsbury's?
No, I made it myself and it was just disappointing.
Ah.
Won't let you down.
I personally, I'd really like to have myself a bit of BLT. A nice bit of bacon, lettuce and tuna.
Okay. You are one for fish, aren't you, really?
I am one for fish, but that was also a joke. Although now I am wondering if tuna would go nice in a BLT. But yes,
Put an egg on pizza.
I do put egg on pizza, you're not wrong. And I put fish sticks on a pizza as well. Basically the shit that I put on a pizza. Also sometimes tuna and clams. So. But yes, I do indeed enjoy a nice bit of fish. I remember many of my summers in childhood were spent fishing and doing other things from a Huckleberry Finn adventure.
That's nice.
Isn't it just? And now here I am, indoors. I haven't seen the sun in about 2 weeks, but that's because it's been overcast the whole time. We have come a long way. I found a way to make Battlefield 1 feel like the First World War.
Starve yourself, sit in a trench full of mud, and cover yourself in your own feces.
Yep.
And then wait for the rats to turn up.
Although instead of waiting for the rats to turn up, I had to go and ask around.
Rats? Anybody? No?
Anybody? Rats? Anyone? Low in fat? Actually, that's a very fair shout. You know the rat burgers in Demolition Man?
Yeah.
Do you think she'd have to use binder?
I'm here, Verlaine. There should be two.
I can't think, like, I would assume, I've made burgers out of horse, and horse is very lean. And for that I had to use a fair bit of binder to make the patties form. putting this out there.
Ripley, are you still there?
Intense. Shit's getting intense.
Oh yeah.
Well, there goes Sevastopol. Well fucked.
You made it go poop.
I may have made it go poop.
Verlaine, I'm on my way up to the bridge. Verlaine?
Right, well, that's Alien Isolation finished.
Good.
This is Ripley.
Well, while the credits roll, I'm gonna go have a pesh.
Hmm.
This is Ripley. Nostromo. Destroyed.
Will I watch The Descent? Well, it's entirely possible if I remember. Probably. Most likely. Well, shit.
You did it. Well done.
Did it. It was a good game. It was a good experience. I really liked it. I'm really glad I finally got round to doing it. Not bad. Not bad. 14 hours.
With a little luck.
Well done.
I think I could have probably ground that close to 13. I did get kind of stupidly stuck in a couple of places. So I'd say if I were to play that again,
The network will pick me up.
I could probably shave some time off that.
Probably, but
This is Ripley.
But yeah, not bad. I mean, I'm gonna say it's a very nice length for a game, and most importantly, it doesn't seem like it overstays its welcome with the length, which is quite often a problem. So I'm wondering what I should do now. I mean, it's not even been 2 hours. Is that a decent length for a stream?
don't know. Ask your audience if they're sick of you as well.
I nearly sprayed my keyboard. Right, bastard. Weasel wants me to play it again. I'm not gonna fucking play it again. I do have. Well, I did download Killing Room precisely for this contingency.
Contingency room.
Contingency room. So I think that might be something fun to do for at least maybe an hour. If I had Soma installed, this would be the point where I'd end the stream and bring it back up as a Soma stream.
A soda stream?
A soda stream for the remainder of the time. I'm fairly certain I don't have Soma installed though. I've got System Shock 2 installed.
Ah.
And Prey.
You might as well carry on with Prey, to be honest, if you're going to do that.
That's a fair shout. But again, that's something that I think, you know, would warrant its own. Like, I should then take this stream, end this stream and bring it back up with a Prey. Just for archiving purposes.
Thumbnail.
It would require its own thumbnail, that's another very good point.
I just put a picture of somebody praying and just whack that little cake head that you've got on it.
I wonder if I've got anything that I could just whack in. I could whack in Random Stain.
You could whack in Random Stain.
I could whack in Random Stain.
Random Stain's a good choice. I thought you... No, you haven't finished Random Stain, have you?
I haven't finished Random Stain. I've nowhere near, I don't think.
Oh yeah, because it's your first time playing it, isn't it?
It is my first time playing it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna crank this stream to a close, and then I'm going to bring it back up for a couple of hours of Metal Gear Solid.
You get to watch him sitting on his horse.
Except I don't sit on my horse, I sit on quiet.
You wish.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I really, really don't.
Well, go on then.
Yeah, I'm just... Anyway.
Wave goodbye to all the peoples.
I am waving goodbye to all the peoples. I shall see all the peoples shortly, as soon as I can swap things. So, thank you for joining me for Alien Isolation. It's been real. This week's life hack is for a prank. You can remove the shower head and piss the hose full, and that way, when the person, the victim of the prank, goes to take a shower, they get drenched in piss without them knowing. Unless it's been sitting around, in which case everyone knows.